Hello all, I'm Sai and you're watching The Book Dragon. In today's video, I'm bringing to you my honorable mention reads from 2020. These reads or these books should have been in my favorites list itself, but the only reason why I was not able to include them in that list was that I didn't want the favorites videos to be incredibly long, and I know that many people don't want to watch like very extremely long videos. That's one of the main reasons why I wanted to address these books separately in this video. Also, if you have not checked my 2020 favorites when it comes to fiction, non-fiction and all the other categories of favorite videos that I've launched, please do go and check them out because I do have a lot of recommendations in those. So without any further ado, let's get into the honorable mentions. The first book in this list is A Very Large Expanse of Sea by Tahereh Mafi. I read this book all the way back in January 2020 and it was really awesome. I did not expect that I would like this book that much when I started reading it, and by the end it was like so beautiful because the writing of Tahereh Mafi first itself is really beautiful. Okay, she has awesome prose and I just loved each and every word that she wrote, and also the words that she uses in order to describe certain emotions and feelings of the characters during that particular instant. And when the same incident comes as a memory inside our head and when we replay it within our brains itself, the words that she uses and the comparisons that she does to portray those incidents to us as readers, it was just so awesome in every way. This book actually deals with the story of a Persian girl who's Muslim, and the story actually takes place just after a few days from the 9/11 attacks. So there's a lot of Islamophobia in America, and the girl actually has moved into America with her family during such a time, and she is being harassed in many ways due for the sake of being in her particular religion and due to the mode or the style of dress that she's cared to wear. It was really awesome in that way, and if you do want to read a nice emotional book, then you have to try this out for sure. The next book in the list is Life of Pi by Yann Martel. I'm sure that most people who are watching this video would have watched the film Life of Pi because the book is even more awesome than the film. Okay, I'm sure that the film was just so excellent. The narration in this book is better than the narration that we saw in the film. This book actually deals with the story of a boy named Patel, whose family owns a zoo in Pondicherry, and due to certain financial issues and the economy that's going on in the place in the 1970s, the family is to move from Pondicherry to Canada through a ship. And what happens is, while they are moving the zoo as well as their own family, a storm strikes and the ship just sinks. All of them just die in the ship in that accident, and there are only like very few people who escape that. One of the people is Pi or Patel himself, and along with him 3 other animals are stuck. It is really awesome, guys. If you do like reading psychological atmospheric books, then I'm sure that you will like this. It's a really weird and peculiar type of story. I'm sure that anyone who likes to read absurd stories will love this a lot. It also has a small hint of magical realism here and there, which I was able to understand in many instances. One of the main things which just threw me off the boat in this one was we spent a lot of time just within a lifeboat itself. Okay, almost 2/3 of the book is just spent within a lifeboat, and it is not at all boring in any way. It is very frustrating, very much consuming in many ways. It keeps you invested. It'll just make you think of what an animal would think during such a situation like that, and was just so awesome. It was so good to such an extent that I started reading it one night, and I just I started it by 9 PM or something, and I sat through the whole night and I finished it by 2 or 2:30 AM in the morning, and I just made the review for the video next day, book next day itself, and I posted the video then and there on the channel. I already have the review, so I'll link it down in the description. You can go and check it out if you're interested. Also, if I have reviews for any of the other books that I'm talking about in this list, they'll be linked down. You can go down and check them if you're interested. The next one is a Tamil book series, and it is Ponniyin Selvan by Kalki. Of the 5 volumes of the series that has, I've read the first 2 volumes alone. I started reading the third volume and I was not in a really good mental state then, so I had to DNF of the book temporarily, and I'm sure that I'm going to continue with the series and finish it for sure in 2021 this year. I think that this is a really good series for anyone who's trying to start reading Tamil books, and that's one of the main reasons why I picked this up rather than anything else. My brother started this after I did, and he just flew through the entire series. He read all the 5 books in just a span of 1 week while he was working. Okay, he used to work in the in his shift time, and during the rest of the day he'll just read this book, and he just finished this within like 7 days, which was like so incredibly awesome for me. Ever since he did that, I'm very much pumped to finish the series. This is a historical fiction series that ties in a lot of Tamil history with a lot of fantasy elements. It also has slight bits of magic here and there tossed into it. The religion, everything has been very well explored in this one, and I'm sure that anyone who likes very well built worlds and very well descriptive books will like this. Also, if you do not know Tamil and you cannot read Tamil, it's not at all a problem. The series is actually translated into English, and it is available for free for those who have Kindle Unlimited subscription. Do go and check it out if you're interested. But I'm not sure if the prose will be as good as it is in Tamil, because it's the original language, and there are certain words in Tamil which cannot be translated to other languages, because other languages, English does not have certain words for the things that we have in Tamil, and this is very rich when it comes to the description and the language, which just add on to the beauty of the series, and I just loved it for that itself. The next one in the series is Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. Now this is a high fantasy adult fantasy duology. I've read only the first book. I've not read the second one, which is Muse of Nightmares, but I have to say this is the most beautifully written book that I've read throughout in 2020. The prose in this one is just so gorgeous. Okay, if you're a person who reads books just for the words, this will be like a whole treat for you. Okay, every time I sat down with this book, it just engulfed me to the whole. The plot was not great and all, I'll not say anything like that. It does have a lot of tropes, but the prose in this one is the best if you ask me. It's so beautiful. Okay, I cannot describe it in words. It's that beautiful. If you just read this book itself, you can just understand how much work has been put in by the author in order to construct each and every sentence in this book, because each and every line has beauty, okay, in some way or the other. While you're reading it, it's just so flowery, and I'm a person who likes to read very well written books, especially when it comes to the prose, rather than just the dialogue delivery and such. The way she describes the world in here, and the way in which she builds the world and she fleshes out the characters in this one, it's just so awesome. It's not a great story, but it's a really well beautifully written book. I even took this book as an inspiration to make a video about books which have beautiful prose, and I'm sure that this needs to be there in such a list, because it's so gorgeously written. It might seem like I'm overhyping the book, but not at all. Please do believe me. If you want to try getting samples of this one somewhere in Amazon and try reading it, you will understand why I'm saying a lot of good things about it, because the writing is so gorgeous, and I just devoured this book for, over a span of 2 months. I took my time and read it slowly and enjoyed it the whole time. The next one in this list is Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Alire Saenz. If I'm not pronouncing the author's name wrong, I've tried to look it up in many places, and people just pronounce it in different ways, so I'm just going with Saenz here. This book is about two boys who are named Aristotle and Dante. Okay, it's a YA contemporary book, and it's really beautiful. Okay, it might seem like a sad story when you get through half point of the book, but trust me guys, towards the end it just has a really happy ending. It has a really satisfying ending rather than anything else. It shows how two completely different people can become friends, and how that friendship can develop into something even more beautiful than just friendship. I'm not lessening friendship in any way, because it's one of the best relationships that I like to read in books. Friendships are my best takeaway if you ask me when it comes to any books or series. But in this one, it just shows that evolution of friendship, and also long distance friendship, which is very well shown in this one. I have a lot of friends who live a lot far away from me ever since we finished school, but we are still in touch and we do communicate a lot. And I do think that this book kindled up a lot of memories like that one for me, and it just made its place into this list for that itself. If you're a person who just likes reading books about friendship and love and hope and good things and good vibes, then you have to try this one for sure. The next one is With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. If you didn't know, Elizabeth Acevedo is definitely one of my favorite authors as of now, because she's written only 3 books and I've loved all the 3 books. The first and third books are written in verse, and this one alone is written in prose. This is her second book, which came out in 2019 if I'm not wrong. Her latest book, Clap When You Land, has just made it to one of my most favorite fiction books of 2020. You should watch that video if you're interested. because that book was really awesome. The thing about this one is that it deals with the story of a young little girl, okay, who's nearly 18 or 19. I don't remember the exact age, but she got pregnant while she was in high school, and she has had her daughter now. And while taking care of her little baby, she's also attending classes and trying to make sense of her life and maneuver her way through it in a positive way, and trying to make the best of what she has around her, and also trying to give the baby that she had of her own the best life that she could muster. It is really emotional in many ways, okay. Exactly. The main thing which I like about Acevedo is the way she writes, okay. Whether it's verse or prose, she knows how to convey the human emotions through words in the perfect way. I've always said this single sentence when it comes to talking about Elizabeth Acevedo books, because it just speaks to me in that way. The first book, The Poetics, ended up being one of my favorite reads of 2019, and her third book, which is Clap When You Land, made it to be one of my favorites of 2020, and this did not make it to the favorites list, mainly because I think she writes better in verse rather than in prose, yet I did enjoy this a lot. The last one in this list is a crime thriller, and it is The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo by Stieg Larsson. This book just did not, it did not disappoint in any way. I went in without a lot of expectations, but trust me guys, if you read this book, I'm sure that you will enjoy it the whole time. It is an adult crime thriller, so it's not suitable for young adults or children, if you ask me, in my personal opinion. It is really good, okay. The build-up that is given for the unveiling of the crime, it's just so juicy, so great in many ways, especially the main character, the girl with the dragon tattoo, Lisbeth Salander. She is the best, okay. She's not at all a good person, but she's a very well layered character, okay. The depth that is given to her character, it's one of the very few characters that I've seen that much depth given to, and also the strength that she has mentally is just so much out of bounds, okay. She has gone through hell, okay, like a lot of times, literally through hell a lot of times in this book itself, and she did not give up at any instant, and it was just so awesome in every way, if you ask me. Just go forward and read this, and I'm sure that you will like it a lot. Okay guys, these were all my honorable mentions from the year of 2020, and if you did enjoy watching this video and did get some recommendations out of it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also share it to your friends. If you want to get more content from me, do subscribe to the channel, because I publish new videos every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. Thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.